Are you listening?
Ricky J Sports.
Yeah.
Boys, girls, and people of the world, welcome to Ricky J Sports GM mode, and I think I just pulled off the craziest trade in my GM career, which is not very long. I just traded Riley to Edmonton, big guy, for the Daddy Mac, the Mac Daddy, the Big Mac, whatever MC you want to say, for Conner McDavid. Yes, that's right, Mississauga's own Conner McDavid. If you look underneath his name right there, he's a franchise player. And I just traded a 91 overall Riley and this little young chapper here, Timashov, for McDavid. I can't believe Edmonton accepted this one. McDavid in the game is an 89, but I wasn't really going to record a video at this point, but since I made this trade, I felt like I had to throw it out to you and yours for you guys to see and share. Now, right now, the whole scope of everything has changed. Now it says I'm going to use assistant coach best roster. Last time in my last video I didn't. Before I move on, I want to send out some shout outs to the big three here: Blue Jay Gamer, Byron Kai, and Kyler Schumacher. These boys, man, I thank you guys a lot. You guys have been messaging me and commenting on the videos, and I appreciate that. Let's edit our lines here, because we have Conner McDavid. Every time I say Conner, I always want to say Conor McGregor from Ireland. Conor McGregor. But it's Conner McDavid. So right now, McDavid is now at the top. First line. The Toronto Maple Leafs have finally a great center. The last time we had a great center was what? Matt Sundin, Doug Gilmour. So Conner McDavid is a Toronto Maple Leaf. And you know what? That's what he wanted. He's only 19 years old. It says potential medium, but he's a franchise player. I don't know. They got to change that. But he's 19 years old. He's from Mississauga, Ontario, and we got him. Our second line hasn't really changed. Our third line is solid, and our fourth line is respectable. The one thing we took a major hit on is the defense. So we lost Riley, who was a 91. We got Gardner, Robida, Hunwick, Marinson, Percy, and Smith. And remember, we got Smith in as that shoe-in deal. You know how when you in the schoolyard you make that little trade, that card trade, and you're like, I'll give you a bag of sweet chili heat chips for the rest of those cards. And he is that bag of sweet chili heat chips. What I want to do though is, since we have a gaping hole in our defense, I want to sign somebody in the free agent market. I think if we do that, we can kind of fill a tight little spot there. Now, I'm looking at trading players, roster moves. I'm looking for it here. And let's see. So, you know, sometimes I haven't held a team meeting for a while, but if I go down here to trade players, and maybe, just maybe, we can pick somebody up. But you know what? For some reason, I'm not seeing it. Oh, here we go. Trade and improve. There we go. I got this. So we go to our free agent market. We're looking for a respectable defense. It doesn't matter if the guy's like 100 years old. As long as he is 80 and above, we need another D-man. So right here, let's see. We're going to sort. Whoa, not the lowest guy, but the highest guy in the market is Ehrhoff. And I remember him playing online. A lot of guys have him because he's a good skater. Now let's check out his player info. And if you look, let's see, at skating ability at the bottom, he's an 87 speed. Oh, you got to pick him up. I'm gonna throw out some cash. Since we are in the Toronto market, we could throw away money like it's nobody's business. And look at our salary cap. We are 20 million below the cap. So we want to give him a 1-year deal. I'm even tempted to give him a 2-year deal. He's a good player, but we'll just stick to the 1-year deal. See, if you go 2 years, you save $300,000 each year. But that may take away from, like, you know, from the younger guys that want to come up. but I think he's still going to be around. We're going to offer him a 2-year contract. Ehrhoff. I don't know, every time I say this name, I laugh, but he says, I'll get back to you tomorrow night after about this offer of yours. Where'd he got to go? He's going out for dinner tonight. He can't talk. He'll be back tomorrow. Let's hope he says yes. But I think with a guy like Ehrhoff, a solid guy like that, you know, we could really just lock down our defense. Even Meszaros, he's only 30 years old. I can't believe he's a free agent. Eric Brewer, too. He played for Team Canada. See, no, but the rest of the guys that we have are decent. Smith isn't that great. But let me just look around here. I think I like Eric Brewer, actually. We're going to offer him, nothing hurts than giving him a 1-year deal for $1.225 million. We're going to offer him as well. He'll get back to us. So we are getting a little older, but we're only doing that to just fill some gaps here. You know, if we don't start winning games and we're out of the playoff picture, then what I may do is just scratch those cats and go with the young guys. Now, I want to just fast forward a day and see if they are going to say yes. That's the trading deadline. So I guess we gotta simulate it here. And we are simulating. We're gonna do it like this, folks. Tampa Bay, they were in the finals last year. And right away we're on the power play. Oh, we're down 1-0. Down 1-0, but that's okay. I want to see if those other guys say yes. We are kind of playing shorthanded on the defensive side, but we do have Conner McDavid. I still can't believe we have Conner McDavid. That's like getting Wayne Gretzky in the 80s off the Edmonton Oilers, or Wayne Gretzky when he was with the Kings. So I think it's anytime you pick up a guy like a Conner McDavid, you know it's a good deal. Even though we gave away a little bit, I understand that. But I think people usually say every team starts with the goalie. For me, honestly, every team starts with the guy at center ice. If you got a good all-star center, anything is possible. And that's what I get. And that's what I got. What we got is Conner McDavid. Don't you like how I'm just convincing myself? It's kind of like when you go to the store and you make a terrible purchase, and then you jump in your car and you're trying to justify that it was right for you to buy what you bought, as we're down 2-0. Because if you don't justify it, you're going to be tossing and turning all night long thinking about if you should return it or not. And you better hope that there's a return policy, or else if you're married, you're going to be sleeping in the shed, brother. Let's get back to hockey, folks. It's 2-0. We're not looking to win this game here. Oh, there's a pause in simulation. Oh, that was me. That was me. Usually when it says a pause in simulation, somebody scores. I was waiting for somebody to light the lamp. Speaking of light the lamp, when I was younger, man, we had a guy, we used to play hockey, and look at that, 3-0. And this relates to just getting killed right here. But this guy loved playing goalie, and he was a terrible goalie. And his name was Rico. And everybody called him Red Light Rico, because every time he would go in net, he would always let in goals. So we're like, hey, how's the tan on the back of your neck? And he's like, why? And I'm like, because the light, Red Light Rico, the light always goes on when you're in the net. You might as well, it probably gave you a tan, big guy. That wasn't really that nice. But he was actually one of our best friends, and I still talk to him to this day. He's a great guy. He's no longer a hockey player, though. He works in heating and air conditioning. Hey, heating and air conditioning, they make a lot of money. Let's fast forward this shellacking here. The shots are pretty even. We just can't get anything going. I'm going to fast forward right away. We're not winning this game. Well, 3-1. Oh, come on. Can we get one with 5 minutes left? 3-2. What's going on here, folks? Can we tie it up? Can we tie it up? 3 minutes left. Oh, they got the insurance goal. And that is not good. That is not good. And that's okay. So let's see. Let's continue here. And I want to see if those old guys accepted. So we're going to say Shane Doan has been injured with back spasm. What? He's supposed to return in a month. What? You know what? Shane Doan can't stay healthy. I can't believe this. We had him for only for a couple months. Or not even a couple months. A month. He's been injured 3 times. So we're going to say assistant coach replace player. And I think that's just insane. You know what I may do? Because the last thing we need is Conner McDavid to be injured for the rest of the season. I'm going to go to league here. And let me know if you guys agree with this. Injuries off. Because I want to get a true test of our team and how we play. And with guys like Shane Doan, like, you know, breaking a fingernail while he's cutting steak here, you know, we don't need that right now. So, our locker room chemistry is going down. 67%. We got to get to work here, folks. I got to get that BlackBerry and start getting to work. Now, I wonder, like, assign players in that. How do we know? And this is what I'm going to investigate right now. How do we know if those old cats accepted our offer? Are they still there? See, like, there's Ehrhoff. Did he even accept? I guess it hasn't been a day. Okay, you know what? I will meet with these players quickly. As I'm looking at Shane Doan, totally injured. So, Morinson, what are you complaining about? What are you whining about? I'm not happy that you chose to trade away Morgan Riley. It really changes the locker room for me. Well, you know what? You got to deal with it. You know, this is a business, and that's how it is. I'm sorry it affected you that way. I'm gonna look. There it is. I didn't even read that. It says hockey is a business. Sometimes you have to make decisions that are tough. Yeah. If you don't like it, get into figure skating. Well, McDavid, I'm glad to join the team via trade. It's a privilege to be here. Oh, you're a good kid, eh? Welcome aboard. Give him a morale boost. Give him a morale boost. Had no effect on his morale. This guy has no concerns. He's fine. Now, I want to look at captaincies. I am thinking, well, Shane Doan's the captain, but dude, you're injured. I'm thinking I'm very close, maybe not this season, but probably next season. We have to give McDavid the big C. I think he deserves it, and you know, I'm really happy about that trade. Riley was buried in the defensive roster, and now all the fans at the Air Canada Centre are going to come out, even though they already did. They're going to come out and watch Conner McDavid. So let's simulate. I think we're done with trades pretty much for this season. So let's simulate up to this day. Simulate up to this day. Hopefully we get a prompt that shows Ehrhoff and Brewer accepting our... Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've decided... What? How can you reject our offer? You've been buried in the attic. Nobody's picking you up. And now you're getting picky? Come on. Beggars can't be choosers. I would have liked to join your team but you have a full roster. Oh, that's why. What? I don't think this team is going to be in a position to win anytime soon. Wow. All right. So this is something that I didn't expect, but you know what? That's what makes the videos fun. So let's see what we could do. So Ehrhoff wants to go to a contender, and he's saying that based on our personnel, that we don't have the personnel to get to the finals. Oh, come on. Or get to even the playoffs. Let's see. Now, again, remember in one of my videos, I was trying to waive guys, and you can't do it. It's not letting me confirm or cancel. And some people said because there's only a one-way contract. Well, okay, Morinson has a two-way contract. I can't go back and forth. See, look, if I try to send him down, you can't. You can't go up, you can't go down. So I guess the idea of picking up those old fogies is not really going to happen. Let me just check the lines again quickly. So Komarov is back. Now, where's Max Domi? That's another thing. You get the assistant captain or assistant coach to make moves, and Domi is now nowhere to be seen. Right? Now, if I go to the minors, Max Domi is now nowhere to be seen in the minors either. Now, is he scratched? Let's see. Is he scratched? No, Nylander, who's a great player. I don't know why he's scratched. He's only a 69. But I think Blue Jay Gamer was saying in the last comment, he's like, you got to put him in. That's what I'm going to do. Take out this guy. And put in Nylander. Yeah. There we go. Now we go to the NHL. I'm not seeing Max Domi. Why? I don't know. There he is. He's scratched. Why we scratch him, I don't know. And what I'm going to do is bump him up to the third line. There. Things are good now. Now we are going to simulate. But before that, I want to show you the standings. Now, season standings, we don't want to look at player stats right now. But the new NHL format is very tricky, and some people that are real NHL fans still don't know the format. And what it is in the division, the top 3 teams make it no matter what. Then they pick, so that's 3, and then in the other division, that would be 3 is 6. And then they pick 2 wild cards who have the most points that are not in the top 3. So right now, our points, let me just do it like this. If we look at points, we have 69 points, which is not that far off third place. So we're not sitting that far out. Now, if you look at the other division, so Metropolitan Division, 72. Okay, so right now we wouldn't be in. It would be New York and Washington in. But we're only about a point out of the playoffs. Playoffs? Who's talking playoffs? Remember that interview, that football interview? We should make it a rule. Every time I say playoffs, I have to yell out, playoffs? Playoffs? But it may get a little out of control. But anyway, as I was saying, we are not out of the playoffs. I'm not doing it. You do it at home. That would be 4 times in a row. All right. So let's do a little bit of the simulation. And we are in March. And if an NHL schedule, you got just a little bit of April, and then May, and then it's playoffs. It's a sorry. One more time. Playoffs! Playoffs! Okay. So we're going to simulate up to this Anaheim game. That would simulate a chunk of games. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 games is good, and a lot can be told after 12 games. These next 12 games going to make or break the season, I believe. We'll be either in the hunt of the playoffs or, thinking about baseball and golf season. So let's do this. Without further ado, simulate up to this day. We won in a shootout. There's 1. We won in a shootout. That's 2. Okay, so here we go. Stefan Noensen is available. This is the kid that we picked up in a trade. And I like this kid. I really do. And we're only looking to play guys that have medium to high. And Fratton is a 79. We got to take Fratton out. We really do. Put Noensen in. And we traded, I can't remember who we traded him for. But we traded I can't remember, but he's a high elite, and he's a 77. So we traded a lot of stuff for this guy. The next person to go is probably Bernier. So we're simulating 1, 2 in a row. Oh, we lost. OT, so we still got the point. We won? Look at this. 3-0-1, 4-0-1. Go, Leafs, go. Oh, Doan's back. Should we say, hey, Doan, sit down and have a coffee. You're not back in the line. We've won 4 to 5 games. But you got to have Doan in the lineup. I think Komarov's going to go. Having Doan with McDavid and Van Riemsdyk is a nice little touch. Get that leadership, get that captain, and see that really bulks up that first line. Life begins at 40, Doan. He's already pushing 39. Hey, look at that. He looks good, though. He reminds me of the lead singer, Moist. Okay, let's continue here. Oh, Ottawa. We lost to Ottawa last time. Oh, a shootout loss, but we're still getting points. A OT loss. This is great. Oh, there's finally. We got thrashed. We can't beat Tampa. But this is a respectable 12 games here. I am loving this. I am getting that tingling feeling. That feeling of, you know, the playoffs are near. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm done with that scouting. This guy is asking me to scout again. We're gonna move it around. We scouted a lot over here, but we're gonna move around and scout for forwards for a month. That'll get him off our case, or he can get off my case. We won again in Calgary. There are still some players that want to meet with you. I will definitely meet. I am excited here. I am excited. I'll be honest, the last video we made, I was unsure about how things were going to go, you know? And now, after seeing, well, that shakeup, putting Conner, anytime you get a guy, like I said, like Conner McDavid, that changes everything. But I didn't think he would have that type of impact. But it's still too early, you know? Like, I'm not going to get too positive here. But how about that? So we simulated, we got 1, 2, lost, so there were 2 and 1. Then look, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 4, 1 and 2 and 1, 4, 1 and 2, 4, 2 and 2, 5, 2 and 2, 6, 2 and 2, 7, 2 and 2. Now how about that, boys? That deserves a clap. You know, give me a golf clap there. Now if we look at the standings before I end this video, this has been fun. This has been fun. Let's see where these little Leafs stand. Are we in? Look, top 3. So as it stands now, this is 72 games into the season. We are in the playoff hunt. We are. And things are looking great. Now, I want to look at that other division. That other division scares me. We had 85. We are still looking good. We've got to keep the pedal to the metal. Having Conner McDavid on this team changes the world here. I wonder how many points he had, though. Let's see. So we're going to sort. Sometimes it doesn't. Like, I'm pushing sort. It doesn't sort. 56. McDavid in 76 games had 46 points. So fantastic stuff. I'm pumped. Are you pumped for a little Conner McDavid? Every time I say McDavid, I just want to go to McDonald's, get myself a 12-pack of McChicken nuggets, you know, a couple Big Macs, maybe a chicken burger. You know, you can get the poor man's Big Mac real quick before I end it off. Go to McDonald's and ask them for a Junior McDouble dressed as a Big Mac. $1.69. Don't do it too much though, boys. So anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you all for tuning in. This was a great, fun episode. Conner McDavid has landed in Tirana. If that really happened, I think Don Cherry would lose his mind. But things are great. We lost Riley. I know he's going to be great. But we got McDavid. I know he's going to be a franchise player. Anyways, I'm out of here. This is Ricky J from Ricky J Sports. And you are a class act.